Hey, Ohio State fans, Alex Gleitman here with the fifth edition of Around the Oval. We got another special guest, a member of First Class 21, the top-rated recruiting class in the country, running back Evan Pryor from North Carolina, who's actually in Arizona as we're speaking, visiting some family out there. Evan, thanks for joining the show, and just tell us a little bit, how are you and your family doing during this whole pandemic period?
We're fine. It was a tough adjustment for everybody, but I think through it all, we're staying safe. Taking our precautions and things like that.
Well, glad to hear that. I know one of the more difficult things for student athletes like yourself during this time has been finding ways to train and stay in shape with gyms closed and not being able to do organized team activities and things like that. Tell us a little bit about how you've been able to stay in shape and continue to prepare for your senior season despite some of those restrictions.
Yeah. So I have a weight set in my garage. So there's my lifting weights. I just go downstairs. I can lift weights. My dad and I, we have we worked out by ourselves anyway before it all started. So we just go to the field. Whether that's field work or explosion work, catching the football, all that. So my workout routine hasn't really slowed down because everything I had before was done at home.
Yeah, and you are preparing for your final season, big senior season, for your high school before you head on to your career at Ohio State. Tell me a little bit about like what are you looking most forward to, kind of your last hurrah at the high school level.
Just going out there and really getting a shot to win with the guys I came up with. A lot of them didn't really play last year, maybe because they're young, or maybe the year before that. I've been playing varsity since a freshman, so not really being able to step on the field with all my guys. But this year, with all of us playing, I think we have a legit shot to go win the state championship.
Nice. I know Ohio State fans will definitely be rooting for you guys to do that. Speaking of Ohio State, you're in their recruiting class right now, number one recruiting class in the country. There's 19 guys in this class. You probably add another handful, maybe a little bit more before it's all said and done. What is it like for you to be a part of such a special group like this that has a chance not only to be the number one class in this cycle, but potentially the best recruiting class on paper of all time?
Yeah, it's special to be a part of, because you think about it. We're only talking about recruiting and things that go down on paper, but the exciting part is that we're actually going to be able to all step on campus and compete together. So I think and maybe not next year. I feel like a few guys will be able to see the field early, but definitely the year of 2021. The whole college football nation will know about us.
Yeah, definitely. I see you guys doing your part already on Twitter, going after some other, prospects that are either committed elsewhere or maybe not committed yet. Tell us a little bit about, your role in this class, trying to help recruit other guys, and who are some of the guys that you're trying to kind of add to your group before signing day?
Yeah, we're really pushing hard right now for Emeka Egbuka and Tristan Lay. Those would be two huge steals in the class for us. Um, I could see us maybe even ending the class after those two because how many we took or type of guys we took in 2020. So just really focusing in on those guys and whoever else Coach Day wants us to go get.
Definitely. And, as far as your decision and being part of this class, I know at different points in the process, maybe Penn State was a school that you really liked a lot. I know there's obviously something special going on in Chapel Hill with what Coach Brown is doing and getting that recruiting class together. But in the end, for you, it was Ohio State. Tell us a little bit about why you chose to be a Buckeye.
They just really checked all the boxes. There was a home field in North Carolina, but I feel like there was a home field at Ohio State, but there's more winning going on. I feel like I was more comfortable with the staff and just everything that's going on in Ohio State and what they have planned for the future. So I just feel like I made the best overall decision, not just for me, but for the people around me and my family.
Yeah, this year's a unique year because of the pandemic and everything. A lot of guys, there's more commitments across the country than there ever was, before. Guys are just trying to lock a space into a class, and then maybe because they weren't able to take visits maybe take visits later. I'm not saying that's the case with you, but I just do want to see, like, what is your commitment status? Are you 1,000% locked into Ohio State? Are you going to take visits elsewhere? Where's your mind on that right now?
Yeah, I'm 1,000% locked in. I don't plan on visiting anywhere else.
Awesome to hear. And you are not the only running back in this class. Trevion Henderson from Virginia, similar region to you. You guys are a pretty outstanding duo. Talk to me a little bit about pairing up with him, how you guys think you complement each other, and just being a part of this two-back class.
Yeah, I think we're alike in many ways. But with both of us having our skill set, either one of us could go out to the slot or go out for a pass, or rather it's an inside zone, outside zone handoff. If we're in the game at the same time, teams are gonna have problems.
Definitely. And what is the staff? I'm sure you've talked with Coach Day and Coach Alford, and pretty big detail before you made your decision on their plan for you over your 3 to 5 years in Columbus. And what have they told you about their plan for you? How they're going to use you? Their expectations for you coming into your career.
Yeah, just really preach and come in healthy, because I'll be there. I'll be early enrolling in January, and just be able to step in, compete from day one, and fight for a spot. I was talking to Coach Alford about it a few days ago, and he was like, "Hey, J.K. Dobbins, came in, started as a freshman, and Michael Weber was an All-American. So he was like, hey, if you're coming in grinding, you got the things down, uh, there should be no problem with you playing."
Yeah, I was going to ask you about enrolling early. It's good that you are. It will definitely give you a head start on the chance to play early as a true freshman. What went into that decision? Was it kind of a no-brainer for you, or like, why did you want to get there early?
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. Just being around my family, and they're like, "Hey, do you really want a chance to go make an impression?" And I was like, "Yeah." So they're like, "Hey, I think going early in January would be a good time to do it. 'Cause not everybody will be there, and you'll just be able to, through spring ball and things like that, you'll be able to prove yourself."
Absolutely. And what are some of the things you feel you do well as a running back and as a player that you're going to bring to Ohio State for your career, and that will help you have success not only early but throughout your entire time in Columbus?
I feel like my outside zone, inside zone run game is very good as well. But I think the thing that separates me from other backs is my ability to run routes and catch the ball. And I think that'll take me a long way at the college level.
Definitely. And then on the, the kind of the flip side is, what are some of the things, I don't want to call them weaknesses, but what are some of the things that you feel that you need to work on? Everyone has those gaps that they need to close before you get to Ohio State. And then even when you get there working with Coach Mick or Coach Alford or whoever it may be.
Yeah, I'd say a gap I'm been working on closing, as about to close really really soon, is my ability to pass block. Something I haven't really had to do throughout my high school career because I'm usually going out for a swing or an option route. But yeah, definitely, being in the gym, getting stronger, things like that. But shoot, by the end of this season, I believe I'll be able to do it all, if not already.
Definitely. And then, we're going to let you go here, Evan. But the last thing I want to ask you, just kind of let the fans get to know Evan Pryor a little bit off the field. Tell us a little bit about, just how you are in the locker room, how you are as a leader, what type of leader you are, and then also just some of the things you like to do outside of football.
Yeah, so in the locker room, I'm the uplifting teammate. 'Cause we all got those guys, that'll be hard on you and try to tear you down. But I'm the guy, keeps positive thoughts in your head. Football's a mental game, so you gotta keep your brain going. But for the for the rest of the people out there, just a cool guy. I like to play video games a lot, play basketball in my off time. When I'm not training. And I just can't wait to get on campus.
Awesome, Evan. Well, thanks for joining us today. We hope you have an awesome time out in Arizona visiting your family. And, Ohio State fans, and of course us here at Buckeye Scoop will definitely be monitoring your senior year closely and looking forward to getting you out at Ohio State come January.
All right, thank you.